This tutorial is about the constant of proportionality, and we refer to that as the letter K for constant. Okay, so let's take a look at this real quick. Terry is baking muffins. Okay, and she finds out that one box of mix will give her 18 muffins. 2 boxes will give her 36 muffins. Question here is, what is the ratio of the number of boxes to the number of muffins? Okay, well, taking a look, since this is a table, this side is X, this side is Y. Okay, so we're going to do, they want us to do number of boxes, which is X, over the number of muffins, which is Y. So we're going to say X to Y, and for every one box, we get 18. We can also say 1 to 18. We can also say 1 using the colon to 18. Okay, so there's the ratio. Now, a proportional relationship is said to be proportional when the ratio of y over x is constant. Okay, so take a look here. We're going to use this again. So if I do y over x, that means I'm going to flip it around. I'm going to do 18 over 1. And then I'm going to do 36 over 2. Question is, are these two congruent? Are they the same? Yes, they are, because 36 over 2, if you were to work that out, you would get 18 over 1. It would simplify. Okay, remember, proportional relationships, when you set it up like this, are congruent fractions. Okay? All right, so how does that help us? Well, the constant of proportionality. Again, your constant is K, and you find this by putting y over x. Y is your dependent variable. X is always your independent variable. Okay, the equation, when we find K, is to put it in such a way that it's Y equals KX. This will describe any relationship in a table or graph. Okay, this represents a proportional relationship. All right, so let's see how this all works. So a car travels 165 miles in 3 hours. What is the constant of proportionality? Okay, well, your Y is your miles. That's how far you've gone, because it depends on how long you've been driving. So if I put the miles gone, 165, over the number of hours driven, 3, and I work this out, trust me on this becomes 55 miles per hour. So my constant is 55, right? So if I write that as an equation, then y is equal to 55 times x, x being the number of hours, y being the number of total miles. Okay, for this one, we want to find the ratio of y over x to determine if the relationship is proportional. Okay, so I have these values, and I'm going to do 4 over 1, because you want to put your y over your x. That gives me 4. 8 over 2, 8 divided by 2 is also 4. 12 divided by or over 3 is also 4. So yes, this is a proportional relationship. And I found that K, which is y over x, is equal to 4. So, and as a linear equation, y is equal to kx, it becomes y equals 4x. Right? I can use that information. I can also get that information from a graph. Okay, so here we have someone is spending time, and it looks like they're getting paid. Okay, so let's see. First of all, find your ordered pairs. Find out your values. So when x is 1, y is 25. When x is 2, y is 50. 3, y is 75, and so on. One important thing to note is it goes through the origin. So that means when x is 0, y is 0. Okay, that's another big thing to determine if something's proportional, is if 0, 0 works, it'll go through the origin, it's proportional. All right, so to find our constant, we want to put y over x. So that means, let's just pick the first one here. Y is 25, x is 1. That gives me 25. Okay, if I do 50 over 2, 50 divided by 2, that gives me 25. Same thing for 75 over 3, that gives me 25. So I found the constant is 25. So as a linear, y is equal to 25x. Okay, one question here. What does the point 125 actually represent? Well, if you look back, y or x and y on the graph, okay, x belongs to the time and y belongs to the cost. So whatever's going on here, it is $25 per hour. Okay. If you get asked that question, they could ask any one of these points or anything on here. And it just means the same thing. It's $25 per hour. Hope this helps.